Dana White in the building. Dana White is in the building. Finally, long overdue. Okay, I did a lot of research, obviously, for this because I wanted to, go in depth. I came across something. I don't know if this is true or not, but it's out there on the internet that there was like a hit on you or something in Boston by Whitey Bulger. Is this true?
It's not true. That is not true.
So how does this story even get out there?
Why? Sort of like that, but it wasn't Whitey Bulger and it wasn't whatever.
Okay.
So back in the day in Boston, Whitey Bulger ran South.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Legit. I mean, you've seen the movies, you've seen all the shit. And, it was like living in South Boston at that time was like another fucking, like these guys didn't know what century it was, man. It was crazy.
Wait, why?
And there were rules in that town. Like you didn't call the police, and they later ended up finding out he was working with the FBI.
Yeah.
So people that did call the fucking police, he would know that you fucking did it. And he was working with the FBI against other mob guys and shit like that. It's a fascinating story. But when you live there, you didn't do that shit. One of his guys, said that I owed him money.
Did you owe money?
No, I didn't owe him money. I didn't even know him. I didn't even know him. Never met him. Never nothing. And, it got to the point where, I got a phone call one day at the house that I lived in and basically said, you got till Sunday to fucking pay us. Sunday at 1 or whatever the number was. And I said, or what? And they're like, are you going to find out? So I literally hung up the phone, picked it back up and called Delta. And got a one-way fucking ticket to Vegas. And that was a wrap. And what's crazy about it is when you look at, how everything played out in my life, including, the purchase of the UFC, had that not happened, I wouldn't have been in Vegas at the time that all this was going on.
Oh, wow.
When you look back on your life, and I'm sure everybody on this fucking couch and everybody watching can do it, you say, holy shit, this happened, that happened, this happened.
Yeah.
And at that time...
What if it was really Fertitta? The guy called you, if you don't move to Vegas, you're fucking dead.
Well, that's crazy too, because when I got out there, I sort of I was on the grind when I was in my 20s, and like I quit drinking when I was 21. I stopped drinking and I only focused on work and what I wanted to do, right?
So random.
You quit drinking at 21.
I had this fucking, I quit at 21. That shows you what I was doing.
He'd been drinking
but we had the fake IDs and all that shit. I'd already done all that shit.
He'd been drinking for 19 years.
It was good. I got it out of my system before I was 21.
Yeah.
So I had this blanket policy. When you get into your 20s, everybody starts getting fucking married. All your friends. I didn't go to anybody's wedding. Blanket policy.
Wow.
You were getting married, love you, I'll send you a gift, I'm not going to your wedding.
Why? Why would you refuse to go to the most important day of their life?
Because it's fucking time consuming, man. It's every fucking weekend somebody's getting fucking married. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Listen, I'm happy for you, but I'm not going.
That's so funny. You would have hated my wedding. You would have fucking hated my wedding. Indian wedding, 3 days.
That's the thing. Then you got these people that do the destination wedding.
Okay.
I'm out. So there's this kid named Adam Corrigan that I grew up with in Vegas, right?
Okay.
And he had money, I didn't have money, and he was always a good dude. He would pick me up and drive me to school every day. Would drive me to school every day. So when you think about in high school, to get up and get me and drive me to work, this dude had to wake up an hour earlier every day to drive me to school. Yeah. Never forgot that. People who do things for me like that, I never forget. He was getting married. So there was no fucking way I wasn't going to go to his wedding.
Right. Gotta go.
I go to his wedding, and who do I run into? The Fertitta brothers.
Wow.
Now,
I haven't seen in fucking years. Lorenzo Fertitta comes up to me and says, hey, how you been? And this and that, good. We hadn't seen each other since high school.
You guys went to high school together. That's another thing a lot of people don't even fucking realize.
Mm-hmm.
You guys knew each other originally.
From high school. So then I don't talk to him. And it's like, me and Lorenzo knew each other in high school, but we weren't friends. It's not like we hung out and did whatever.
Yeah.
We knew each other. So he says to me at the wedding, I hear you're doing this boxing thing. I just got on the athletic commission. I would love to come train with you. I said, let's do it on Monday. He came and trained with me on Monday, and we've been together ever since.
Wow. Get the fuck out of here.
So the one fucking wedding that I go to.
Imagine where you'd be if you go to all the weddings.
Yeah, you should have gone.
You'd be the president of the United States.
And the president there ruling the world.
He'd be Jeff Bezos.
Yeah. Thank God. For all of our sakes, you didn't go to any other wedding. We have a chance.
Okay. So you guys and you're training him in boxing.
Right.
Because you were training people, you were running boxing gyms as well.
Exactly. So there was a gym, when I first came back to Vegas, there was a gym called United Champions. And it was me, this guy named Nick One Kick, who was a Muay Thai trainer, and Roger Mayweather. Us
Get the
three.
fuck out of here.
Hold on, so you've known the Mayweathers for decades.
Yeah.
30 plus
And was
years.
Roger as wild back in the day?
Roger was a fucking maniac.
Okay, so people, just to put this in perspective, Roger trained Floyd because Floyd and his dad, they had some sort
His dad was in jail. Oh. So his dad was in jail. So while he was in jail, his uncles, Roger and Jeff took care of Floyd.
Right, yeah. Jeff was much younger though, wasn't he?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jeff was younger than Roger.
Yeah.
But yeah. So those guys, sort of took Floyd under their wing and helped Floyd out while his dad was in jail. So that's how me and Floyd became close and got to know each other, early on. So it was